Sana, are you there?
Yes.
Sana, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask certain things, okay? Frozen vegetables. That is an example of which classification of processed food? Meghna. Frozen vegetables. Am I audible, Meghna?
Can you say one more time?
Yeah, frozen vegetables. That comes under the classification of which part?
Preserved foods.
Preserved food. Good. Sana, squashes is an example of?
Manufactured food.
Taina, is it right? Hmm? Yes, Meghna, is it right? The squashes and all manufactured. Yeah? Yeah. Probiotics, Reina?
Functional food.
Functional, okay. Iodized salt, Sana? Sana, can you please switch on your camera? Any issues?
Can I off the cams and listen to the class?
Sana?
Ma'am, can I off the cams and listen to the class?
Yeah. Why? Why, Sana? What happened?
I'm fasting, so
Yeah,
tired.
okay. Okay, Sana. Yeah. Yeah. Iodized salt is an example of which classification of processed food? Sana. It's medicinal food. Okay, Sana?
Okay.
Medicinal food. Then cleaning. Meghna.
Minimally processed food.
Yeah, okay. Then rice comes under which category, Reina? Perishable, semi-perishable or rice?
Non-perishable.
Non-perishable. Okay. Cooked foods, Sana? Cooked foods.
Semi-perishable.
Meghna, was it semi-perishable?
Perishable.
It's perishable, Sana. Which means basically all the cooked foods that spoil within 1 or 2 days, right? Cooked rice, yeah. Okay, yeah. Then sweet potato, Reina. Yeah, sweet potato. I need quick answers.
Perishability.
Which perishability?
Semi-perishable.
Good, semi-perishable. I think that chapter is clear, chapter 5. Yeah. So the 4 concepts: food processing, food technology, food science, food manufacturing, that is very important. Then this classification of processed foods. Then the classification of perishability, food spoilage. The important concept from chapter 5. Okay. Chapter 3, the nutritional problems is very important, and interventions, the direct strategies and indirect strategies, these 2 concepts are very important from chapter 3. Reina, if you want, just note, okay. Then from chapter 6, okay, we learned about what is food safety and what is food quality, right? Food safety means the food must be safe from all the hazards, or food must be safe from all the toxins. That is food safety. So under this food safety, we have the hazards, food hazards and food toxicity under this food safety part. So what is toxicity? It is the capacity of a particular substance to produce a danger or a harm to a person. That is toxicity. Am I audible? Any network issue? No, right. Okay. But you all are stuck here. Then we learned about hazards. Mainly we have 3 hazards: biological hazards, physical hazards and chemical hazards. Reina, try to learn, okay? Biological, chemical and physical. So what is this physical hazards? Any kind of foreign substances like a stone, hair, anything. Any foreign substances that is not normally found in a particular food, that comes under the physical hazards. Anything, any foreign substance. Okay. Then chemical. The chemicals, unintentionally or intentionally, there are certain chemicals we add to certain foods like pesticides, cleaning agents and all. That comes under the chemical hazards. Clear? The pesticides, fertilizers and all. Okay. Then the third one, biological hazards. What is the difference between this physical, chemical and biological hazards? In this thing, in biological hazard, this is a main reason for the food spoilage. Yeah, just imagine a physical hazard in a food that leads to certain stomach upsets and all, but the food spoilage is mainly due to this microorganisms in food, right Meghna? Yeah, biological hazards. So in this biological hazards we have two classification. One is visible ones, which means as the name says it is visible to our eyes. Yeah. Then we have invisible ones, the protozoa, fungus, molds and all, viruses, bacteria in food. The bacteria prefer to grow in which foods? Sana? Bacteria prefer to grow in which foods?
Protein.
Protein, very good. And the temperature range, Meghna?
5 to 60 degrees.
60 degrees Celsius, okay. Then yeah, fine. Then we learned about the food poisoning. Okay. This Salmonella and Staphylococcus aureus. Okay. Which is an example for which one? Okay. That you should learn. In food poisoning, which means a food infection, an injection or an entry of a live pathogen. Pathogen means? Yeah, Meghna?
Disease causing agent.
Yeah. So they multiply in our body and cause disease. So the example for the food poisoning, that is Salmonella. Example for food poisoning or food infection, that is Reina. Example for food poisoning.
Salmonella.
Yeah, Salmonella. Okay. So this is basically spread through the cross contamination and also to unhygiene practices and through the uncooked foods. Okay, the Salmonella. So usually you can see the Salmonella in the intestine of the animals like pig and all. Okay. Then we learnt about food intoxication. That is a different one. Yeah. Here we completed the cooking, but after the cooking also the toxins remain same. Yeah, they remains in the food even when the pathogen is killed. Toxin means a certain ability of a particular substance to create a certain harm or an injury, right? That is a toxic character of a particular food. So here pathogens that we killed by cooking, but the toxins released by the pathogen is always there in food intoxication. That is the main difference between food poisoning and food intoxication. Clear? Okay. So in this food intoxication, the main example for the food intoxication, that is Staphylococcus aureus. Look the spelling, Reina. Staphylococcus. This is very important. Okay. In food poisoning, the example, that is, yeah, food poisoning, Salmonella. Here food intoxication, that is Staphylococcus aureus. Food poisoning, the pathogen is killed after the cooking. Here the pathogens are killed, but the toxins remain same. Okay. Parasite. What is a parasite? Because these things, that the tapeworm and all. My voice is high. No. Okay. So this is an example. Parasite investigation. Tapeworm is the best example for the parasite investigation. In Malayalam we say the vera. Yeah, that is the tapeworm. Okay. So this is parasite, which means they live in another organism. Yeah. So food poisoning. These are the symptoms of food poisoning. At least by heart any 3 symptoms of food poisoning. The vomiting is a common symptom. Diarrhea or loose motion is another symptom. Fever and abdominal pain or cramps is another symptom of food poisoning as well as for food intoxication. Clear, Sana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then about food contamination. In food contamination, you can write about physical hazards, chemical hazards, and biological hazard, because that food is contaminated with particular hazards here. In the case of adulteration, that is a malpractice by the businessmen and all, because they are cheating the consumers by including certain things, or sometimes they take the main ingredient from that particular food to reduce the nutrient value or to increase the nutrient value. That is adulteration. So the difference between food adulteration and food contamination is important. Okay. Then about food quality, just the opposite of food safety. In food safety, we learned about hazards and toxins. In quality, we consider more about the characteristics of that particular food. Yeah, I told the example of cake, right? The color, taste, and the texture. All this belong to the food quality. Then only we accept that particular food, or then only we buy that particular food from the market. Yeah, nice color, nice taste, and nice texture is very important for buying a particular food, right? That is why we include the food quality here. Then we learned about 4 standards. This is very, very important. Compulsory standards and national standards are almost same, because in company standards, or for publishing a company standard, they also following the same or the exact rule published by the national standard, by the India. Okay. So any company in India, they need to follow all the requirements of the national standards, or the national body, or the government body. Is that clear, Reena? Yeah, then we have regional standard for a particular region on the basis of a climate, on the basis of a particular characteristics of that area. Okay. In international standards, which means who publish this international standards? Codex Alimentarius Commission and ISO, right? Yeah. So they publish this kind of standards. Then we learned about FSSAI. The main objective of FSSAI is to compile or combine all the food laws and food orders in India, like the vegetable oil product, yeah, food adulteration act, the milk and product order, essential oil and all. Okay, that is the main objective of FSSAI. Then we learned about the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, that is PFA. Reena, any issues? No, right? Am I fast, Reena? No, right? Yeah. Okay. So Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, which means we are preventing the adulteration, we are preventing the malpractices of the consumers, the businessman. Okay, to protect the consumer's health. That is the main aim of the PFA, Prevention of Food Adulteration. Look, yeah, FPO, make na fruit product order. Okay, not food one. Right now? Okay, don't confuse, it's fruit product order. FPO. So this is a certification mark. You can easily identify, or you can see this FPO mark in the fruit products like squashes, jams and all related to fruits and vegetables. You can see this mark, FPO mark. Then we have MPO, meat product order, or meat food product order. We all know that the meat, that is a highly perishable food, right? So we need to ensure the safety of that or the quality of that particular food. That is why we put forward this MPO order. Then we learned about different food standards. Why we are using the food standards? To Sana, why we use the food standards? Reena, can you help?
Child safety.
The sure question, the first one, the symbol of BIS. Next one, a diamond symbol, that is AG mark. Okay, AG. Sana, AG, that stands for agriculture. So this AG mark is related with the agricultural products like rice, pulses and all. Okay, FPO for the fruit product, ISI mark. This is an ISI mark, a certification mark by the BIS, by the Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. Yeah, the last one. This is an again important topic. What is HACCP? Okay, so the simple definition for this HACCP, that is Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point, that is a system which identify, evaluate and control hazards which are significant for food safety. Please write this definition. Okay. In this HACCP, HACCP, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. So this is a food safety management system. Also write this. I don't know where is a pen in the system. HACCP, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. A food safety management system. Not HACCP is a food safety management system. Okay. And write the definition: a system which identify, so it identify a particular hazard and it evaluate that hazards and also to control. Yeah, identification is important, but other than this identification we need to control that particular hazard. That is very important for the food safety. That is significant for the food safety. Sana, are you there?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, please write this. Okay. This is very important for your exam. HACCP, this is a food safety management system. So another two management system, that is good handling and good manufacturing practices, right? So this is the last food safety management system, HACCP. Here we identify different hazards, we control all these hazards and we evaluate the hazards. Okay, all the three hazards. Any doubt, Reina? Okay, so choose a word and start acting. Yeah. There is no need of this headset. Yeah. Try to take the main word. Okay. Yeah.
From this chapter we discussed.
Yeah. The last chapter, chapter 6. Reina? Don't look. Yeah. Fix a word and start acting to Meghna. I'm not going to reply for this. Okay. She will definitely get. Yeah. Make it fast, Reina. I know you're good in this acting. Yeah. Meghna. I think it's Bonda.
Fruit. Fruit.
Close your mouth, yeah. That's a certification mark, right? Look.
ISI.
Right.
No. It's not ISI, right? Reina?
No, ma'am. I thought of food product order, but it's not easy. I think so.
Fruit product order. Yeah. Yeah. Very good, Reina. And also Meghna. Yeah. So any doubt from this 3 chapters? I need full marks, okay? This is an MCQ question, so I need full mark. There will be no spelling errors, there is no kind of issues, yeah? Just bubble A, B, C or D, right? So try to mark the right answer, okay? Then I need, yeah, just fix a mark, Meghna. Your future mark. Make it fast, yeah.
Out of 90. Out of 90.
Out of 30.
25.
25, Rena.
20.
20. I need 30. Sana.
20,
Sana.
23,
20.
3 or 23.
Sana.
Ma'am, 23.
23.
Oh.
I need 28 from you. Okay. It's okay for Meghna. 25 is enough. Okay. But she will score 30 out of 30 at the end. That is a routine practice, right, Raina? Yeah. So any doubts from these three chapters? This is the last question, okay?
No, ma'am.
No. So I need 30 marks. Yeah. So let's move on to the third unit. Okay. We officially finished the second unit. Let's move on to the third unit. Okay. Please write third unit. Human Development and Family Studies. That is the name of Unit 3. Unit 3, Human Development and Family Studies. Please write. Sana, I hope you are there. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to learn 4 topics. First one, that is early childhood care and education, that is our 7th chapter. Then guidance and counseling, chapter 8. Okay. So you are going to help me for that chapter, guidance and counseling. Okay. I think some bit of that concept you learned from psychology class. What is counseling, counselee, counselor and all? Yeah, Reina? Okay, the third chapter, that is special education and support services. And the fourth chapter under this unit 3, that is management of support services, institutions and programs for children, youth and elderly. Okay. So in this chapter or in this unit, we are going to discuss about some common problems of children, like a special education, then what is guidance, what is counseling, and the importance of early childhood and the management systems for supporting a children, supporting adult and supporting the elderly persons. Okay. Let's start, Sana.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So she is ready to start. Look at this picture. How is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Meghna?
Can't see clearly.
Meghna?
I can't see clearly.
Yeah. How's it, Meghna? Nice, no? But it's not my drawing. It is somebody else. I think 4th or 5th standard, yeah. Name is here. It's 4C. Science assignment, yeah. Fine. So let's start with the chapter 7. Early childhood care and education. Write the heading. Chapter 7. Early childhood care and education. Yeah, early childhood care and education. So the very first question from me in this chapter 7, that is, what is ECCE? Sana? Sana?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
What is ECCE? Huh. Meghna? Fine. Reina, what is ECCE?
Don't know, ma'am.
Don't know? Meghna? Yeah.
Early childhood care and education.
Look, Reina. What is the chapter name? Chapter 7, Early Childhood Care and Education. So, what is ECCE? Early Childhood Care and Education. Clear? Yeah. Sana? That's it. Okay, so let's discuss what is this ECCE. It is very difficult to say early childhood care and education always, okay? So it's ECCE. It's an easy topic. Okay, so let's discuss this. And last year, +1, yeah, we discussed certain concept, right? How the self develops during each stage. Self-development in infancy, self-development in early childhood, self-development in middle childhood, self-development in adolescence. Reina, what about self-development in infancy? Any idea? It's already gone. Yeah, right? Yeah. At least you know that self is not a fixed trait, right? It is developing with our age. Yeah, fine. That's it. So, we learned about the secure feeling, right? The first stage of Erik Erikson. Yeah. What is the first stage of Erik Erikson, Reina? Switch on your camera. I need your help. That's why. What is this Erik Erikson and who is this Erik Erikson? What is the first stage? Yeah. Where is she? Reina. Do you remember who is this Erik Erikson is? Who? He put forward certain stages, right? Certain task, a developmental task. First one, trust versus mistrust. Yeah. Fifth one, identity versus role confusion. Okay. All these are related with his study, his development task. Yeah. Do you observe that this children, the small children, a 1-year-old or 2-year-old children, they always cling behind their mothers or their caregivers, right? When the mother moves from one room to another room, they also follow them. Why? Why, Reina? What is the reason for that? We were also like that. Always moving from one room to another room with our mother. What is the reason for that? Reina? Yeah? Otherwise, Anna will answer. Yeah.
No, like kind of attachment towards mother.
Yeah, the kind of attachment. Yeah. More than that. Meghna?
Trust to my mother.
Yeah. Actually, that is just because of they think that when they move from this room to another room, they're gonna vanish. That is the main reason why we are following them. Okay. So after this or after this infancy and all, they gain that they're never gonna vanish. They will be there. Yeah. Then they develop a feeling of security. That is the first thing. A secure feeling. Feeling of security. Clear? Is that clear? That is a part of this early childhood. Early childhood. Yeah. Then what about unknown person? This chapter is not with this PPT and all, okay? It's a simple chapter with a discussion. Yeah. There is no such kind of definitions or nothing like that. This is just a discussing chapter. Yeah. Yeah. What about an unknown person for a 1-year-old child? Chana?
They'll be scared.
Very good. They will be scared, right? Yeah. And after this 1 year and all, or at the end of infancy and all, they begin to identify the familiar faces and unfamiliar ones. Yeah. And when they saw these unfamiliar faces, they start to cry. They start crying. Why? Why? Why they crying? Why they cry at that time? Why they are crying?
Because that phase is not familiar to them.
Yeah, the face is not familiar to them. Yeah, very good.
They have not met the person or
Very good.
not been with the person.
Basically, this cry or that fear is a kind of emotion, right? Yeah. What kind of emotion?
That the baby is saying that I don't know this person, please get me out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that is the first stages or first change during this time of early childhood and all. Okay. So why we are following our mother or why we are following the caregivers? Because they always think that they're gonna vanish when they move from this room to another room. That's why we were also go like this, right? From one room to another room. Yeah. Meghna, you will get a number of stories from your mother because we all are a single child, right? They know a number of comedy scenes. Yeah. Just ask. Actually, I was a naughty kid. I always run here and there and all. Yeah. So, in this early childhood, the care during this early childhood is very important, right? Other than this adolescent time or other than this adulthood. Now you are in adolescence and I am in my adulthood. Yeah, during this time, care is needed, but more than this time, the early childhood, the early children or the infant children, they need more care, right? Yeah. So now we are going to classify this early child. What is EC? Raina, EC.
Early childhood care and education.
There is no C and E. Here you can, yeah, it's only E and C. If the question is ECCE, then the answer is early childhood care and education. If the question is EC, that is early childhood. Okay? Yeah. So, this early childhood is a period from, can you guess that period, early childhood? Try. Meghna. Option number 1. Yeah.
5 to 8.
0 to 8. Starting from birth. Okay. We also include the infancy. Yeah. Second one. Reina. Make it fast.
12,
Reina?
1 to
Hmm.
10 years.
0 to 10 years. And another option. And my option? None of that. 0 to 6, right? Anna?
Yes, ma'am.
So I am going with Meghna. The right answer is 0 to 8 years. Good luck, Meghna. Today is your day, right? Nice guessing. Yeah, so this early childhood, that is a period from birth. Please note, early childhood, that is a period from birth to 8 years. So for your exam, you'll only have the chapter 3, 5 and 6, okay? I'm not planning to include this chapter, but I need full marks. Okay, so birth to 8 years, that is early childhood. So we can classify this early childhood into two. One is birth to 3 years, another one that is 3 to 8 years. A two classification of early childhood. This classification is based on their developmental changes. On the basis of their development task or on the basis of their development changes, we classify the early childhood into two stages. First category, that is 0 to 3 years, another category, that is 3 to 8 years. Clear? Yeah. So now we are going to write any one childhood memory and also write your age at that time. We are not going to share in class. After the class, please send that paragraph to me, okay, through WhatsApp. It's only for reading. It's only for reading purpose, not for publishing. Yeah. We are not going to publish here. So please write. Sana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please write, okay? Only 3 minutes. It can be any positive thing or not even or anything. Write any one of your favorite or memorable situation in your life and also not that age at that time. Yeah, what about my childhood memory? I didn't get anything. It's easy to ask certain questions, right? But when it comes to practical, it's very hard to find out a certain memory and write. Yeah, I had an accident with my bicycle, my first ride in front of a bar. I start crying and all. Yeah, that's, I think I was in standard 5 or 4. I think in 4.
Even same here. I think
Yeah?
in standard, I went to a wall. I hit, and I have no boredom and something, and lie down there. And over
Okay.
there, many people were there inside that house, and they came and what happened? What happened? Anything? I was like, what you are
I
doing?
can't stop crying. I just cry and cry. Lol.
No, I was laughing. I got it.
Yeah, at the time of plus 2 also, I take a leave for studying, okay. But I need the Vanida. So I climb in the window and then I open a cupboard. Yeah, it's here. That cupboard. Yeah. It's in plus 2. I had a 3 or 4 stitches. Look, I took that leave for studying. And why I need that Vanida? I already told you, right? I was a very naughty child. Till now also. There's no much change. Yeah. Write okay, Raina. I will always share like this, but you have to write. With these 3 stitches, I participate in Tiruvadira competition for the plus 2 with these 3 stitches, and then yeah, the next day we had the photograph, the class photo with a stitch here. Yeah. All these are my childhood memories. So please write. Don't waste my time.
Which
Reena?
age? Any ages?
Yeah, any age.
In home? Anywhere?
Yeah, Reena?
In home is like compulsory or
No. Related to school or with your friends, anything. Please write. Class will finish now. It's already 5:18. 2 more minutes. So for Saturday, learn chapter 6, okay? Note that.
Ma'am, does it need one paragraph or
No,
one
no.
sentence?
A small sentence with that age. Write something to laugh, okay? The rest of this chapter we'll discuss in next Saturday, which means the coming Saturday. Reina smiling. Sana, what about you? Can you share any one childhood memory? If there is no problem, please share. No problem, Sana. You just write. I'll read. Rena. She's smiling. So thank you, okay.